To be honest, I always wondered where to go, and now I know. Anyway, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I've been better, but
Yeah.
been a bit chesty and throaty
Jesus, I thought
echoey,
you were-
and echoey as well. Apparently,
What you do? Oh yeah, I can hear it. Have you got your phone or tablet there? Is that what it is? Hi, Noreen.
no, it's actually your computer because it happens every week.
I don't understand why.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Hey, Tony, let's have a look. See if it's this.
Evening, Tony and Noreen.
Is it this?
Thank you. Yeah.
I don't know because there's hang on.
Oh,
Hang. Right, let's do that. All right, and then let's see. Right. Right, can you hear me?
I can hear you,
Is that
and
better?
there isn't an echo yet.
Yeah, there you go. Because the sound, I'll show you. Hang on. I prefer the sound to come through this rather than the speakers that are on the
Right. You're putting on an external source, so therefore you've got it running through the laptop or the computer and through the speaker at the same time.
It's trying to use the speaker as a microphone.
Right.
So you have to go. I forgot you got to go into the settings and say no. Use that microphone.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. And next year, because my soon-to-be daughter-in-law and her boyfriend have very nearly finished their house. When they have moved out and gone into their house, we are turning the spare room into our collections room for Rachel's Stife Bears, my Star Wars stuff, all that sort of thing. And then I'm going to be doing a radio show from there. So I'm going to go and get a decent microphone, decent camera, this, that, and the other, and a decent. I'm going to get a decent laptop as well. So,
well, I'm hoping from next year at some point I will be doing the show live from my little cubby hole. At the moment, our garage conversion has had to go on hold because of everything that's been going on this end.
Yeah.
So we've got all of the gear we need to seal off the front of the garage and block it up and everything else. It's just that with everything that's been going on with Tamsin, Freddie and Ethan, we've just said leave it till the new year now. It's getting too close to Christmas.
Yeah.
Get out of the way first and then carry on.
Yeah.
So hopefully in the new year at some point, I will have a new background.
We'll have our own cubby holes. We'll be Philip Schofield without the gayness.
And I'll have my new studio equipment as well.
Well, yeah, because that's what I'm going to do. I want to get a decent laptop. I mean, this is a good laptop, but I mean, we're talking one with 30 gig of RAM and stuff like that. And I've seen a couple of places. So
I'd need a bank loan to get a decent computer.
Well, I have got a wedding to pay for first.
That is more important.
Yeah. No, damn right. But if I can find a decent second-hand one, then I'll get it. I can build computers anyway, so I can upgrade it myself. I might even do that. I'd like to get a second-hand Alienware computer and then upgrade the RAM and the hard drive and everything myself. So, but as long as it's got a decent camera and a decent microphone in. But again, I want to
get. Oh, sorry, go on.
What?
Go on, carry on.
Oh no, I was just going to say because it's going to be in a separate room, I'd like to have a decent mic and a decent camera. So you can have the laptop here, and we can look at the stuff we need to talk about and control it from there, and then I have the camera over here and the microphone and just and as you can hear, Ghost could join in as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a studio set up coming for Christmas, so it's supposed to be here within the next couple of days. So,
can I just show? I showed you that memory thing. I just want to show everybody on here. Those of you who may or may not know about memory bears, as you know, my mum died a year before last. I'm struggling this year. Last year, because it was all a blur, it wasn't too bad. This Christmas, I'm struggling. I miss her like crap. And I went out and we kept her. She had some curtains made by Mary Quant in the late 60s, handmade when Mary Quant had just started, because Mum and Dad were friends with her, which I never knew. And that's all I've ever known. And one staple that I remember all my life for these bloody curtains, and they were ceiling to floor with old soldiers on. Obviously, because my dad was, forces. Anyway, we took the curtains after Mum died, and then I had 3 memory bears made. I had one for me, one for Becky, and one for Taylor. And Becky and Taylor both got theirs, and I've got mine. And this woman who does them in Scarborough, bless her, she rushed them through in about 2 weeks, all 3, so that I could do it and get it done in time and take it down to my daughter. So, and I just want to say, she did an absolutely amazing job, and I will give her a shout if I can remember it. And Vanessa, that's her name, Vanessa's Memory Bears, Scarborough. Amazing woman, and she did an amazing job, and I cried my eyes out when I got home. I didn't do it there in front of her, but when I got home I bawled my fucking eyes out. So did both my daughters. So, well,
nice.
So thank you from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, I've seen a bit off lately and stuff. I'm just struggling at the moment. That's all. But it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, carry on.
Yes. Carry on, he says.
I've got to do a 12-hour shift tomorrow night. But on the good side of it is I can go up on the top of the cliff with the clear skies, right by the sea edge, and see if I can see anything. So I'll be doing that tomorrow.
And there's me still struggling to get rid of this cold.
I've still got the tail end of mine, but it's gone on my chest. But that's getting better, and I just cough shit up now and then.
First thing in the morning, and then towards the end of the day, I tend to struggle a bit more, and it's that sort of that constantly running nose. You blow your nose and you think, oh yes, I can breathe again, and then 5 seconds later it's all bunged up again, and you're like, oh, for God's sake.
That's what Rachel said.
I've got some of them boom sticks.
Is that the thing that you didn't know where to stick it?
Yeah. And they are really good. They are weirdly enough, from what I researched, the guy who does this, his dad was the guy that invented Gorilla Glue, and he was on Shark Tank in America.
Oh yeah.
And all the sharks asked him, why are you wanting us to invest in this when you've got Gorilla Glue that's worth millions of dollars? And he turned around and he said, because this is for my son. This is for my son to inherit. So when I've gone, obviously he will still get the Gorilla Glue, but this is his invention, and he wants to be known for this and not Gorilla Glue.
That's fair enough.
So they all turned around and said, we'll give you 125,000 for, I think it was like 12.5%. And as a result, they're taking the world by storm. I mean, I got these from TikTok Shop, and I got 4 in a pack, and I brought 2 packs, one for me and one for Ellen, and they're awesome. They're just like the Vicks nasal ones, but they're different flavours.
I've never heard of them.
And they're brilliant.
Well, that's not blatant fucking advertising. We're going to do the Christmas show, the last one of the year, next Monday, and I've got a few people coming on as guests. There's a few people who want to. I've had Mary's coming. I think Phil maybe. Yeah, I think he's coming on. And I think there's a few others coming on, and anybody who wants to join us can, basically. And it should be interesting because we always do the end of year quiz. I'll be asking the questions again this year. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to ask the questions. Maybe have a drink as we're doing it. I don't know, but I think that's part and parcel of the thing. You have to have a drink as you're doing the questions. So that'll be good.
I've always got a drink.
Alcoholic drink.
Oh yeah, but I don't drink, do I?
I hardly ever drink either. So, but we got to do something. And
I'm crazy enough as it is.
Right. Moving on. Sorry we're on late, but Wayne's ill. I'm just getting over it. That's one of the reasons why we nearly didn't do show tonight, because Wayne's ill. He's coughing up lung butter. And unfortunately, poor old Josh, he's got a new job now and he has to work. So I don't know whether Josh will be back as a regular or not, but I hope he does keep coming back. Taylor May, if you care to remember, who I used to do the review mirror is, has asked if she can come back on and start doing the show with us. And I said, I don't see why not. So she wants to come back on. And my little bro Tom, who's the drummer of actually a famous death metal band called Kill All the Gentlemen, not my shit. I've known Tom since he was like knee high to a grasshopper. But he's like my little bro, and he's asked if he could come on. I said, you can come on, and he's going to come on now and again. So, and he's well into UFOs and stuff like that. So mix it up a bit. Be good next year.
It would appear we have frozen on the Things Network.
Have we?
Yeah.
We shouldn't have done. No. I'm looking on it now.
Okay.
We're still moving. No, we're still moving.
Oh no, we are now. Yeah.
What was I going to say? Yes, right. Let's do this show. Project Bluebeam. It's getting closer and closer and closer to the time we're supposed to start seeing shit to do with Project Bluebeam. For those of you out there who don't know, and I'll be surprised if any of you out there don't know what Project Bluebeam is. Project Bluebeam is the alleged fake alien invasion that the governments of the world are going to instill so that they can enforce a one world government and ban religion and start different religions. That's all meant to be part and parcel of it. People are going to start seeing their, in various countries, religious icons from their religions in the sky. You're going to start seeing aliens and motherchips and God knows what else coming along. And all sorts of weird and wonderful things. But they're supposed to be invading and wanting to kill people. Again, allegedly. This is all part of the Project Bluebeam thing. I apologize for that bloody dog in the background yipping again. Every single time I do a show. But yeah, that's all supposed to be happening. And the first, again, according to my dark sources, the first supposed sightings, tells, whatever you want to call it, evidence for this is going to start happening on the 20th of December. I don't know why that's such an important date, but everywhere I've gone and every rabbit hole I've gone down to, all of them been saying the 20th of December, there's supposed to be something significant start to happen. Also, the 20th of December, something significant is supposedly going to happen with 3i Atlas. Make of it all what you will, put it together, but very strange that the 20th is a very important date for all of this stuff. I got something sticking in my leg. I don't know what it is, but it hurts. Ouch. Woo. So, yeah, what do you guys make of it? There's people out there watching. What have we got? We got people out there watching in YouTube land as well. So, what do you all make of it?
I think a lot of it all seems to be very coincidental.
It does seem very odd that people have got 3i Atlas and Project Bluebeam going, oh, boy.
Yeah. Seems weird that they're running in conjunction with each other. 3i Atlas, Project Bluebeam starts picking up steam, and it's like, well, I mean, 3i Atlas, really, I haven't seen much over the last couple of weeks. I haven't seen much about it.
It's gone dark, but they have been talking about it. What did they call it? Hyper-accelerating?
Yeah.
Accelerating in a way. Can you fucking hear this? Hyper-accelerating in a way that
physics shouldn't allow.
Physics shouldn't do. Known physics shouldn't do, and it shouldn't be able to do it. Yeah. It slowed down, moved out of the way of stuff, accelerated. And when it's had jets of steam coming off it from the ice that's been melting and stuff, which generally would slow you down, and it slowed down every other proper real comet. Any other real comet, and that's happened, it slowed it down because it acts like a reverse thruster. Not this thing. These have been happening sped up. And these jets will be going like in the opposite direction, so it should slow it down. No, these things have gone, fuck you, doink. And by the way, when I go doink, I don't mean Achtung! I mean, it's just taken off, So I suppose if I lived in London, that'll be Acton! Anyway. I used to live near Acton. What a shithole. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's doing all these things. And now this date of the 20th of December is everywhere I look, and I go down some dark rabbit holes just to find evidence and piece things together. And yeah, everywhere is pointing to the 20th of December. I don't know what's coming, what's going to happen, where it's going to be big, little, small, noticeable. It won't be on mainstream media because, of course, the governments of the world control that, and they're going to go, fuck that, you can't see that. Look.
Yeah, I think they're all too busy trying to sort of feed us the lies that's out there currently for their own agendas. You know, they're all standing there saying, oh, there's this and that going on over here, and there's that and this going on over there. And they're bringing out all these possible rumours of something going on between Hungary and the EU, and then Hungary and Russia, and Hungary and Ukraine. And, you know, they're trying to throw so much at you all at once at the same time that they're sort of trying to do a bit of scaremongering.
For those of you who want to research ufology, cryptozoology, conspiracy theories, what's going on now, 3i Atlas, all that sort of stuff, Project Bluebeam, do not use mainstream browsers. Do not use Google. Do not use Yahoo, BT, nothing like that. Use something like DuckDuckGo or the Tor network, something like that, because it'll give you unfiltered stuff. It won't give you stuff they want you to see. It won't give you stuff that the Bobbermans want you to see, because at the end of the day, they all get these media's mainstream media browsers get paid thousands, and they get loads from the Bobbermans to say, "Oh, steer people this way." Don't use them. Use non-mainstream browsers, and then you'll find a lot more of the evidence you need. Just stuff to read for yourself. Because
I mean, it's like that. It's like that with normal everyday news, isn't it? Is the non-mainstream browsers and news services tend to produce the information that they won't tell you, or things that they think you won't find interesting or important to you, because it doesn't fill their narrative.
Yeah.
Whereas you go down these other non-mainstream ones, and they tend to you can find the information that you're looking for a lot easier.
Yeah. If you want to chase rabbit holes or anything you want to research, always use non-mainstream browsers. That's how we do our research. You can't use mainstream browsers because the content is controlled, and there's a lot to do with the Bobbermans controlling it and saying allowing what they want you to see. It's the same with mainstream media. Don't trust mainstream media. It's bollocks. They only let you see their side of events, their side that they are told to show you, because they don't just go, "Oh, here's the news." They are told, "Oh, can't show that bit. No, I've got to show this." All right, they're not allowed to show it all. They have to show one side. So you know, don't use anything. Use and also like with social media, don't trust everything you see on social media. Don't trust everything.
Definitely.
You see. For anything
You should always question everything you see. Don't see something on TikTok and go, "Yeah, oh well, I can believe that. I can believe that." I mean, there has been a lot going on at the moment with AI, especially in the music industry. A lot of people are producing songs and saying this is all my work and everything else. And you've got the likes of Elton John standing there and saying that AI songs should not be allowed. They should be marked as AI songs. But I know of one person that has produced a number of songs using AI, an AI generator. But then what he's done is he's fobbed it off as his own work and said, "Oh, look what I've done. And it wasn't him. It was using the AI generator. He just gave it the keywords. It made the song. It made the music. But he advertised it as his, and everybody was going, "Oh, well done," you know. And that's where the issue is. And it's the same with videos. You said that the other week when you said about you and Rachel at that place, and you put the UFO in and it chased you off. That was a still photo, but AI was able to turn it into a motion camera footage. And people were going, "Oh my God." Yeah. And again, this is the problem. And that's why they're saying now that people really, if they're going to generate AI stuff, it needs to be labeled as AI stuff.
It does. Freddie Mercury, the late great Freddie Mercury, he said that one day music is going to be from the press of a button. They'll
Yeah.
just lose all sense of soul and purpose and everything because it'll just be done at the press of a button. And hey, he was right. It's here. You know.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, you could go back to Cher with a auto tune.
Oh, fucking that bollocks to Cher. So that's
But that
witchcraft.
was, yeah.
You see her and her mum, witchcraft. Mum and sorry, no, I'll go rant now. Cher and her mum and her daughter all fucking look alike, and it's witchcraft. Her mum's like 178 years old. Cher herself is like 125. You know, and her daughter's like, and it's just like you look at the three of them together, and you're like, voodoo, witchcraft, and voodoo.
But auto tune was the start of it.
Yeah, it was. Do you believe?
You know, anybody can put their voice through a voice changer. You could have the crappiest voice in the world and put it through an auto tuner, and your voice will sound brilliant. You could make it sound like Celine Dion's if you wanted to.
Oh yeah.
It is so easy to do, but that's where the issue is. There's no talent involved.
Yep.
We know Cher can sing, so she didn't need to do auto-tune. It was just for the sake of that song, she needed to have the auto-tune because she couldn't hit them notes.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's so easy to do it, and that's what's going wrong. Society is allowing it, and all these artists, the likes of Elton John, are standing there going, "We're going to be losing out on our earnings." Because of people that are generating songs similar to ours, using voices similar to ours, and that's putting us up our work.
Do you know what I think it is with Cher? Aliens. That's what it is. That's what it is.
She's got a couple in her closet.
I remember the video she did of If I Could Turn Back Time. I can remember this is how bad I didn't like her. As a teenager, ordinarily, somebody coming on stage in stockings and shit like that, I should be, because I was a horny teenager, you know. She came on stage, and I can remember when I saw it, and I went, "What the fucking hell is that?" I remember that.
Was that the one where? Was that the song where the video she had the ship's cannon between her legs?
Yeah, she was on a ship with loads of seamen surrounding her. And she was dressed in not a lot with lots of semen. So yeah, you know, you complete and utter slut. But you know, I mean, she was brilliant in her day. Don't get me wrong, she was brilliant in her day. She's done some really good songs. But as soon as she brought out that auto tune, wrecked it. But that video of her and that shit was like, what are you doing, love? You know, So and so Madonna now with her big fat ass. Yeah, she's gonna have some. She's either wearing an arse glove, I don't know what you'd call them, or she's gonna have some work on it. But I remember seeing on one of the things I was following, and somebody said, "You want to know some weird shit?" And they put up a picture of Madonna's arse, and I was like, "What?" And then I followed the thread for that. And it's like, yeah, she's gone and had this done, and nobody knows why the hell she's done it. And you've got like 70-year-old Madge knocking about with this fucking great big arse like that, and it's just like, why? Why would you do that? Yeah, you look ridiculous, you know.
And she'd gone through that phase where she was doing her yoga and all her exercises and looked really skinny, to the point that she got dangerously skinny.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden that's happened. And it's like, yeah, I think you let it go at the wrong place, love.
It looks stupid. Do you remember Kenny Everett?
Yeah.
Do you remember Kenny Everett when he would do Rod Stewart in the leopard skin leggings and his ass would blow up as he was singing the song? That's what it is. Yeah. For those of you who are too young to remember Kenny Everett, look it up. I'm not going to go in it. It's all down in the best possible taste.
Yeah, there was it Sid Snot, Gizzard Puke.
Yeah. Captain
There was the general with the big hands.
I know, round them up, put them in the field and bomb the bastards. Yeah. And incidentally, Freddie Mercury and Kenny Everett had a thing.
Yes.
They had a thing. But, yeah, weird. But just, I don't know. Yeah, back to Atlas 3i, 20th December. Don't know what's coming, what's going to be seen. Just make a note of it in your diaries. There's supposed to be evidence, something going to happen. Again, Atlas 3i, Project Bluebeam, the start of a new era. I don't know what, but everything is saying that 20th December is the start the start of whatever's going to happen. So yeah, from the 20th of December onwards until I think it's mid to end January. Just keep your eyes open, because
I wonder if it's going to be more drip feeding information to us.
Well,
because obviously we're saying it's the start of Project Bluebeam, so obviously the start of something's got to build.
yeah,
They're not going to go bam straight away into it. They're going to gradually bring it in, like they've been doing for countless years of drip feeding things through TV and movies and radio shows and things like that, getting humankind used to the idea that there could be something else out there.
yeah.
They're not. I don't think they're going to sort of just go bam, here it is. I think they're going to drip feed it a little bit more first before they go boom. We've been given a timeline anyway.
One of the weird things, and one of the weird, we speak about it so often. But one of the weird things I have noticed, and I've been watching Instagram and a few other things, Trump apparently has gathered the press pack together to announce something special at the White House. Don't know what. Don't know if it's anything to do with the recent spate of terror attacks that happened in America and Australia. I don't know. But and Syria.
Wasn't that supposed to have been 10 o'clock last night, though, their time?
I've not seen. I've literally, all I've seen is the stuff saying he's going to do this. And there's been nothing.
Yeah, I think I saw something on TikTok yesterday from a guy that had announced that Donald Trump was going to be going live with something to do with disclosure at 10 o'clock GMT, and that was last night.
I was just about to say, when he got into power, said he was going to bring full disclosure about UFOs and aliens and everything like that. Aliens! And then it went dead, and he was sorting out all this stuff and saying, oh, yeah, I'll do this, and he was sorting out everything else. And then I saw over the last couple of weeks, he's come back up and said, actually, I haven't forgotten. I am going to be doing this and I'm going to be doing that. So I wonder if it's something to do with that. Would be good if it was.
Yeah, I was going to say I hope so, because I don't know. I mean, there's always been a case of when someone like an American president has actually come forward and said, I am going to get this disclosed. Something's happened to him. So we all know that attempts have been made on Donald Trump's life anyway. So, it's a case of how is he going to go about it? Will he release it, or is he going to release it some other way?
Well, the thing is, it's like the Kennedy assassination. Now, I'm not going to name names, but we know somebody who knows all about that. I think, if I remember rightly, was actually on the team of the agents that were supposed to be watching over him. I'll talk to you afterwards if you don't remember who it is, but we've actually had them on previously as a guest, and they know all about it. And they said it wasn't he was going to start war with the Russians over the Cuban Missile Crisis. It wasn't that at all. He had discovered what Eisenhower had agreed with aliens in a contract that was made up in regards to they can have X amount of abductees a year to experiment on in return for tech, and this, that, and the other. And he was allegedly going to be dropping that bombshell, and they went, we cannot fucking have that at all, otherwise people lose all faith in us as a government. Bang. Whether that's true, whether it's not true, I don't know. But that is what was told to us live on one of our shows. So, and again, we know the person involved. And I'd be quite right to say I don't think this person bullshits about stuff like that.
No.
So, and I like the person as well, and I don't think they're prone for bullshitting. So, but yeah, maybe, just maybe, this is the start of it. We've known for every. I think the thing is, the world as a whole, and we've said this several times. It used to be they go, "You're not ready. You're not ready. The religions aren't ready. You're not ready for it. The Bible, oh my God, it would cause uproar. The world would go into chaos." Now we're like, no, actually, it wouldn't. We'd just be like, oh yeah, we fucking know. We could have told you that, mate. And the religions, the fact that the Vatican came out and said, yeah, there are aliens. We need to respect they have different gods. And that was, what was that? That was 5 years ago, wasn't that happened?
It's about that 5 or 6 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, and then the Vatican. Was it the Vatican paid? No, NASA paid Vatican to train up their religious guys to be able to talk about aliens. If there's nothing going on, then why the fuck did NASA do that? You know, and I think it was 3 million that they paid the Vatican to train their guys in how to bring up to religious people. Yeah, they're aliens. And now all of this has come to a head. There's been all the bullshit disclosure. The Americans came out and categorically stated there are aliens, and we've been talking to them for ages. And then about 6 months down the line, they went, "Oh no, we never said that." You fucking did, because people recorded it. You know, and then our government went, "Oh yes, we're in conjunction with American. Yes, there are. We've been talking to him for a long time." Oh, what they said? No. Oh no, there's no such thing. No such thing. You know, and now look at the bunch of gobshites we got in power now who couldn't admit if they got belly button fluff or not. You know, and it's like, I know a lot of people don't like Trump, but the way that he comes out and says, "I'm going to do this," and he fucking does it. I like that. We need that over here. But I would like Trump to turn around and say, "Right, aliens," and tell us. That would be brilliant. Because I know he's not the head of the world. He's the head of one country. Other presidents of other countries have come out and said, "Yeah, there's aliens. We speak to them. We've been dealing with them for ages." It just needs one major superpower to come out and say it, and then the rest of the world follow suit and go, "There you go." That's all it needs. All it needs is that one superpower, that one person to go, "Do you know what? Yeah, let's do it." I know damn well if I was in power, I'd fucking do it if I knew about it. Enough's enough. There's no more waiting. The world's not going to be shocked. The world's not going to go into chaos or meltdown. We are ready for it, and it'd be nice to join a Galactic Federation. That was another thing I kept seeing when I was doing the deep dive. Was Galactic Federation. Those two words kept getting mentioned. The Galactic Federation want to reveal themselves. No, one of our governments wanted to reveal it. The Federation said no, they're not ready yet. And then our other bits of the world have gone, yeah, we fucking are. And apparently that's why there's things are going to start going from the 20th of December. So you've got Project Bluebeam, Atlas 3i, and Galactic Federation. This is all out there. It's all out there for you to research yourselves. Don't take my word for it. Go on to the internet.
I think if this business with the Galactic Federation was to sort of materialise, there'd be no need for Project Bluebeam.
No, there wouldn't. It would be an amazing thing if all the governments of the world, just for once in their lives, told the truth.
Yeah.
Just told the fucking truth. Our cousins from other planets came out and went, "We're here. We're going to start this one world government. We'll be in charge. We'll do this. We'll help you. We'll get you onto the Galactic Council, this, that, and the other." And I think that would be the start of a breath of fresh fucking air and no more corruption.
The thing is, what makes it more laughable is the fact that say, for instance, a single country can turn around and say, "Right, we have made contact with beings from outer space. We have evidence of this. We have aircraft. We have their technology. We've got all of this in photographic evidence and video evidence and everything else. So why would another government turn around and say, nah, there's no such thing?"
All these whistleblowers that have come forward in Congress. I know it's only one particular country that's doing it, and it's America. But you find that when America does something, other countries follow suit.
Yeah.
If America just went, "Do you know what? Yeah." So they came out with it. If President went, if Trump turned around to everybody else, he's going, "No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." And he went, "I'm going to get my most trusted bodyguards around me. If you see any of them come near me, fucking shoot them. I'm going to address the nation." And then he came out with it. That'll be it. Be done. Be out there. Be done with. And then you would literally hear the world go, "Fucking told you." Now what?
We'd blow the planet off course.
It would. It's not going to go mad. The place isn't going to go mad. People aren't going to not be able to handle it. There's not going to be chaos and anarchy. People are just going to go, okay. And the religious people, if they've got a modicum of sense, hang on, they will turn around and say, "All right, so there's aliens. They have different gods, different religions. They can work alongside with us, can't they? We can all celebrate each other's gods, whatever." You know?
Yeah.
I don't care what religion somebody is, what color somebody is, what sexuality they are. If you're a nice person, you're a nice person. And the same with aliens and our cousins from other planets. That's all that should matter. If you're good and you mean us no harm, you're more than welcome.
There'll be loads of people on the planet will sigh, have a big sigh of relief, and tilt the Earth off its axis by 5 degrees.
Remember,
Oh, the Earth would go.
the poles shift and everything. Bollocks! What did we do? But that would be interesting. But yeah, well, I shall wait and see. But the 20th of December, that is when things are supposed to start happening again.
Well, that's literally 5 days away.
Yeah, don't, those of you out there, don't shoot the messenger. It's literally, it's out there. Just look for it. Just look, research it yourself, and you'll find it all. You know, I have people at work who watch this and go, "God, you guys are fucking nuts." I don't care. I love doing the show. So yeah, we may come across as nuts. We don't wear tinfoil hats, and every single thing that we've ever spoken about in all our shows, you can research it and find it out yourselves. It's not anything we make up. We have to know that this stuff is out there before we can speak about it. Because if I was to turn around and say, "Oh, an alien's real," he came saw me the other day and he told me this, that, and the other, I've got nothing to back it up with, and he'd just be like, "You fucking knob jockeys," you know. Anything we talk about is out there. You just got to look for it, and you'll find all the stuff that we're talking about. Nothing's hidden, you know. All we do is pass on whatever we read or see or anything, and sometimes our own thoughts on the matter, you know, like what we think is actually going on, stuff like that. But again, that's just our own opinion. It's not verbatim. It's not out there. All right. So yeah, you guys make your own minds up, do your own research, and see what you think. But yeah, 20th December, something is supposed to be happening. Don't know what. Even these idiots that go, "I'm a time traveler from another place," that go all over TikTok and Instagram and this, that, and the other. They are all saying about the 20th December as well. So
in their little AI generated videos.
I must admit, every time I've seen any of these, I am a time traveler from the year, and this is going to happen. And I look back at their old videos and I go, "Well, that didn't fucking happen, did it? That didn't fucking happen." But I've noticed that when things start coming out on the fringe of things, whoever is doing these videos must do research like what we do. But then they go, "Oh, that's out there, right? We'll incorporate that in our video." You know, if you're a real time traveler, then bloody good luck to you. But actually, give us some accurate stuff. I'd like the next week's Euro Millions lottery numbers. Believe you, I can get a decent studio for me and Wayne then.
But that would be the thing, wouldn't it? If they were a time traveler, they would know these details. You know, if they were from 5 years in the future, they would know what this week's lottery numbers would be.
Can you imagine? Here, get these numbers on. Just get yourself a ticket with them on. All right, thank you.
Cheers, mate. Oh my God, 16 million.
Do you know what? I tell you to say something. If I won a lottery jackpot, I would start my own security business. I really would. I'd just fuck everybody off out of it, and I'd start my own security business up because I know who I can trust and who I can't trust. So I'd start my own security business, and I'd offer certain people a job with it. So.
I'd get myself a decent laptop.
Yeah, snap, decent laptop. I'd get us a new house. I'd make sure all our bills are gone. I'd and I'd help my friends, and I'd get Rachel to get her driving test all sorted and get her a nice car. And I'd have a studio purposely built for the show. And I'd turn around and send you some money and say, "Get a fucking studio built for your show, for the show." And then you could do all your other shows from there as well. I think that'd be brilliant. I'd get you a car that works and all.
Oh no! I found out what it was now on my car.
What was it?
I say I found out. We think, and it's a strong possibility that at some point when my car hit a rather hard object, it dislodged the power cable to the stereo.
Really?
And it was creating a short. And so it was switching itself on and off at random, and therefore draining the battery.
Well, I'll be buggered.
Because I had the MOT done last month, and I kept the stereo switched off. I brought one of those battery packs, the jump starter packs for the car. I brought one of those, and I was using that. And one day I jump started it and the stereo didn't come on. So I said to Ellen, "We won't turn the stereo on. If we're going to play music, just play it on our phones, whatever."
Yeah.
We just don't use the stereo in the car. I haven't had to use that battery pack since, and it's been 2 weeks now. And I used the battery pack since.
Take it out of the face here and have a look at the back.
I've got to go. There's a little compartment door on the side of the central console. I've got to go in through that and twiddle about with it. But we're almost dead certain it's the stereo that's caused the problem, because I haven't had any issues with the car since. Even the brake light. The brake warning light ain't come on anymore.
Huh.
So since we've kept the stereo off, nothing has gone wrong with the car.
Or get another stereo.
There is that, but it's a 6 CD multi-changer. So
yeah, it's only the head unit that you need to change. It's not because that's under the seat.
I'm going to hazard a guess that it's the power cables jumped out when I've hit something.
Maybe just like resting in the hole and going
like a badger or a curb, and it's just slightly come out a little bit. It's only just touching.
Have you hit a badger?
I did, yes, once on the way back from. Where was it? We were coming back from an investigation. I was travelling up the A12, and just as we got to Chelmsford, I got this. Look out, Wayne! And I went, "Oh my God!" And I went to swerve it, but it ran right in front of the car, and it bounced off the car.
Yeah.
And then there was a little baby monkeyjack deer when I was coming back from Streatham Old Engine a couple of months ago. But I only sort of pushed him a little bit. I told him off because he was running across the road and I saw him in the headlights. So I slowed right down, and instead of carrying on running, the little idiot stopped right in front of the car. So I had to slam my foot on the brake, and I just nudged him, and he sort of fell down on the floor, got up, looked at me and went, "Did you have to do that?" And then just walked off. Well, so you then. Shit.
Somewhere. Might even have knocked the fuse holder about. But anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I know we haven't been going for an hour yet because we've been having a catch up and stuff, but I think we should disappear and you rest your voice. I'm gonna have a cup of tea.
Yes.
I am working overnight tomorrow. I will give you a call tomorrow. I'll definitely, when I'm working overnights from now on, I will give you a call.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, lately I've been going to sleepy bars quite early. I'd say quite early. Normally by about 11 o'clock I go up. So
I work from 8 till 8, so I'll give you a message before I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, you guys out there, anything that we've ever come out with, any show from the year dot when we first started this, it's all out there. All you got to do is just go out there and research it. As I say, if you want to be a good researcher and you're interested in this stuff, and in fact one day research it, come on the show as a guest. More than welcome to. Don't use mainstream browsers. Whatever you do, don't use mainstream browsers because it is censored. And I'm not making it up. This isn't crackpot ideas. It's mainstream browsers. They are censored to certain things. So if you look in, like, type in latest UFO disclosure, blah blah blah, whatever, it will give you a few things, and then it'll just give you shit. But if you go into like DuckDuckGo or the Tor browser and then type in UAP, UFO, disclosure, cryptozoology, whatever, Fortean time, stuff like that, it'll give you all the honest stuff, and then you can things. So next week is the Christmas show, the Christmas quiz. You never know what happens on the Christmas quiz, quite frankly, neither do we. There will be a set of questions asked by myself, and people out there will be vying to be this year's champion. But generally, as a rule, I say to everybody, have drunk whilst you're doing it. It makes life so much more interesting when they do it. So we will be back next week. I'm sorry we've been away for a few weeks, but we needs to be sorted, and we will be back on with that. So last one for the year next week, and then we'll be off till about the first or second week in January. I think we normally are, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we'll let you know which date we're coming back. So until next week, from myself and Mr. Wayne, it is goodbye from him.
And goodbye from him.
And we'll see you and Wayne's cigarette next week. Take it easy, guys, and thank you very much for joining us. I suppose I better end this now, won't I? Right. Okay. And Adam, lovely to see you in the chat. Thank you. And Rita and Tony and everybody else, and Noreen and everybody out there on Facebook land. Thank you for watching. Oh, and if you want, one thing I meant to say, if you want to know, if you are following stuff that we do, be careful when you try and research stuff via Insta and FB, because you won't get the truth. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.